Nabil Fekir had given the visitors the lead before Williams briefly equalised after violent scenes involving players and fans. Bertrand Traore's delightful flick settled a fiery Europa League game to push Ronald Koeman closer to the sack as Everton lost 2-1 to Lyon. Nabil Fekir slotted home the opener for all after Mason Holgate's stupidity in fouling Fernando Marcal. After being outplayed for large spells, Everton found a way back into the game with Williams' header pulling them level. But that was only after Williams sparked a brawl by shoving Anthony Lopes as he leapt to claim the ball in the air, with fans waiting in as the players rode near the stand. Traore, who was also booked after the incident, then scored as Ole retook the lead back with a clever touch to convert at the near post. Holgate lack of discipline a concern. Bad challenges happen, but rarely do you see a misjudgment such as Mason Holgate's boot on Fernando Marcal. It was made especially bad given it was just 6 minutes into the game with the side desperate to produce at least a performance worthy of lifting the Toffees out of their bad run. Holgate, along with his teammates, should have been fully switched on. It will be a learning experience for Holgate though, who will need to avoid lunging in around the penalty area moving forward. Fekir dazzles to prove he is top class. Nabil Fekir was penciled in as the star of the show and he didn't disappoint, drifting all over the pitch with touches of pure class. The France international weaved all his moves together and released the dynamic duo of Memphis Depay and Bertrand Traore with well-timed through balls to break Everton's lines. The cool head was on display to dispatch the penalty after 6 minutes, sliding low into the bottom right corner. If he can keep this form up, Didier Deschamps will surely have to include him in his World Cup squad. Koeman gives Toffees faithful what they want to see. Why Koeman hasn't played more often will remain a mystery, but the former Charlton super talent demonstrated he can be a game changer for the Toffees. His pace and exuberance helped the home side pick their game up to start the second half, and he forced Anthony Lopes into action with a volley at the back post. The youngster was determined to make an impact and came close to going over the edge, but the Goodison faithful appreciated that. The late challenge on Marcal after chasing back was a poor challenge, but the right intention was there. Koeman on the brink. If Ronald Koeman was under pressure before this game, his Everton tenure is now hanging by a thread. The Dutchman stood, pensive, in his technical area, but was powerless to prevent another attacking display devoid of ideas, devoid of penetration, devoid of goals. Ultimately, if Koeman is axed by the Goodison hierarchy, his failings will come in not replacing Romelu Lukaku in the summer. The Toffees look to have recruited well, on the whole, but a mixture of Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Oumar Niasse and Wayne Rooney have not adequately substituted the goals Lukaku supplied last term. Ugly scenes mar the occasion. The relatively drab match threatened to descend into chaos midway through the second half as a mass brawl broke out between the two teams. Ashley Williams sparked the shoving match after a wild challenge in Lyon goalkeeper Anthony Lopes, sending him sprawling into the advertising hoardings. Players from both sides engaged in the brawl as Williams squared up to former Chelsea star Bertrand Traore near the side of the Goodison Park pitch. An Everton fan holding a child was then seen lashing out at the Lyon keeper as the referee attempted to regain control of the game. Williams and Traore, who both went on to score for their respective teams, were booked for their parts in the ruckus. But there will be serious question marks over whether Williams should have been sent off instead.